Hey everyone, and welcome back to our story corner. Tonight, let's get cozy and travel to a land far, far away for a tale of magic, treasure, and courage. This is the story of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Once upon a time, in a small, dusty village, lived a kind and humble woodcutter named Ali Baba. Every single morning, he would lead his trusty donkey into the forest to gather firewood. He'd then sell it at the market, earning just enough to put food on the table for his family. One sunny afternoon, while deep in the woods, Ali Baba heard the thunder of hooves. It was a whole troop of horses, galloping closer and closer. He quickly ducked behind a giant rock and peeked out. What he saw made his eyes go wide. 40 men on powerful black horses stopped right in front of a huge mountain cliff. Each man carried a heavy sack that clinked and glittered with coins and jewels. These were thieves, and this was their secret spot. The leader of the group stood tall, faced the mountain, and boomed, "Open, Sesame." And just like magic, a huge section of the rock rolled away, revealing a dark cave. The men carried their heavy sacks inside. A little while later, they came back out, and the leader shouted, "Close, Sesame." The rock door sealed shut without a trace. Ali Baba waited until the sound of the horses faded completely. His heart was pounding with a mix of fear and curiosity. He tiptoed to the very same rock, took a deep breath, and whispered the magic words, "Open, Sesame." To his astonishment, it worked. The rock door slid open for him too. Inside, he gasped. The cave was filled with mountains of gold coins, sparkling jewels, shimmering silks, and treasures beyond his wildest dreams. It was a sight more dazzling than a sky full of stars. Carefully, Ali Baba filled just one small sack with gold coins, not too many, just enough to help his family live more comfortably. He then whispered, "Close, Sesame," and the cave sealed itself behind him. When he got home, he showed his wife the treasure and told her the incredible story. They were good people, so they decided to keep the cave a secret and use the gold to help not only themselves but also their neighbors and the poor in their village. But Ali Baba had a brother named Qasim, who was very wealthy but also very greedy. Qasim noticed Ali Baba's newfound fortune and pestered him until Ali Baba finally revealed the secret of the cave. Burning with envy, Qasim rushed to the mountain with as many empty bags as he could carry. He shouted, "Open, Sesame," and stepped into the treasure-filled cave. He was so mesmerized by all the gold that he completely forgot the magic words to get out. He desperately tried, "Open, barley," and "Open, wheat," but the door remained shut. When the 40 thieves returned, they found Qasim trapped inside. Furious that their secret was discovered, they dealt with him swiftly for his greed. Later, when Qasim didn't return, a worried Ali Baba went to the cave to find him. He was heartbroken by what he found and gave his brother a proper burial. But now the thieves knew that someone else had been in their cave, and they were determined to find them. Their cunning leader disguised himself as an oil merchant and traveled to Ali Baba's village. He arrived at Ali Baba's house with many large oil jars, asking for a place to stay the night. But only one jar actually contained oil. The other 39 held the hidden thieves, waiting for their leader's signal to attack. That night, a clever and brave servant girl named Morgiana was working in the house. She grew suspicious when she heard a quiet whisper coming from one of the jars. "Is it time yet?" Realizing the terrible danger they were in, Morgiana acted quickly. She boiled a large pot of oil and, with incredible courage, poured it into each jar, neutralizing the threat from the hidden thieves. The next morning, the thieves' leader came to signal his men, only to find his plan had been foiled. Morgiana bravely confronted him and saved Ali Baba and his entire family from the attack. Overjoyed and incredibly grateful, Ali Baba praised her, saying, "Morgiana, you are the true hero here. Your wisdom and courage have saved us." Oh. From that day on, Ali Baba lived a long and happy life, always sharing his fortune with those in need. He taught his children that the greatest treasures in the world aren't gold or jewels, but honesty, kindness, and bravery. And that, my friends, is the tale of Ali Baba. It's a wonderful reminder that greed often leads to trouble, while a good heart brings true and lasting happiness. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed our story tonight, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more adventures. See you next time.